Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Proverbs with Paul in the afternoon. This dry, cold, but rather nice day. Proverbs chapter 7, and today we're looking at 23. Until an arrow pierces through his liver, as a bird hastens to the snare, so he does not know that it will cost him his life. Until an arrow pierces into his liver, and the liver is there for the purification of the well-being of the body, and a healthy liver is going to keep all the toxins out of you. And in one sense, this arrow piercing the liver as an indicator that the toxins have been embraced by the young man, that he has been seduced by this one who has lured him into her web, and sin has taken hold of him. Sin has drawn him in, and now his protective mechanism is wounded, and his inability to stand against this snare, this enticement, is over. He cannot stand against him anymore, because he has been trapped, he has been caught, he has been lured. And so he says, as a bird hastens to a snare. And I used to catch pigeons in London, and let them fly around my bedroom and then let them go. And they used to put a box and pull a string, and the only way that the bird would go into the place where it could get caught is if we put food in there. And it's the enticement of food that drew those pigeons into my trap, and in the same way. So it's the enticement of indulgences that draws the young man into the snare of this seducer. And that's how sin works. If you don't put anything in the trap, you'll never catch anything. You don't put a worm on the end of a hook, you'll never catch a fish. But if you put a little bit of bait there, then you're guaranteed to catch something eventually. And so the enemy knows that if he just lures you with all those things that he knows that delight you, that offend God. And we unfortunately have so many things in us that delight us, that offend God. And we need to be those who recognize those vulnerabilities within our being and protect ourselves and help ourselves by shielding ourselves in those vulnerable areas, learning to resist in those great temptation days. And then he goes on to the end there and says, so he does not know that it will cost him his life. And the trouble with sinning is it will cost you your life. Not only will it cost you your life on the basis of the reality of it affecting you in the eternity, which we know about. If we die as sinners, we stand condemned. But it will affect us in the quality of our life that we live here on the earth. That the enemy is trying to spoil everything good about our lives. So the young man is caught and his life has been taken. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow.